This actually has been solved, and I think it's the dumbest thing, and it's worth documenting and asking you guys a couple of questions. But that's after. Basically, I didn't have the correct library or something installed on the system, and I only found out after erasing the original Visual Studio, and I go, yeah, you've got the wrong things. You go and install these things, and I did install these things, and I did it through the terminal instead of just the software thing, and yeah, it's working fine now. I spent like several days trying to figure out why this was happening, and it was just, yeah, you got the software installed wrong, and then boom, we're here. Also, I've got a question. I kind of lost one of my projects, and I'm just not wildly in the mood to start over again and paint the whole thing, so I'm just kind of a couple of weeks before uni starts up again, and I have to do math. So, got a question. If you like my content, should I try and migrate the content over to something else, where else, because I do really enjoy it, but I understand that even though the exercise was just to be silly, a lot of people eat the onion or just not get it, so do I move my weird content over, or B, do I take inspiration from it, crack open Unreal, because I meant to do that now that I've switched back to video games after I could not do the forensic science. DNA is confusing, and I was very embarrassed, and they brought out paper, and then they asked me questions that did not exist, and I'm like, I studied for this. And right now I'm crying in a puddle trying to figure out what to do. I've got to do cybersecurity and stuff. I'm actually more fearing like this thing at the end of the whole thing next year, but that's next year's problem. Yeah, I can crack open a couple of Blender, try and make some more 3D stuff, and use the old stuff, make a whole new website, or I can just sort of use it as inspiration. I did have some ideas for Halloween, I guess, but I don't know if people are actually liking the content that I do, or miss my gardening content, or why people watch this stuff. The idea was just to make some fun alternate reality game, but no one ever seems to catch on. And it's just fun to blog silly things when you go to op shops. But yeah, I got a question what you'd like me to do next. But yeah, don't be an idiot if you install Linux. Make sure that you install all your files correctly, because this was a small pain and cost me a whole week of work and made me miserable.